Greetings, welcome back to Pink Oddbird. Today what I'm here with is a little Bohemian nature collection that I put together, so let's go ahead and take a look. Alright, so as you can see here, I have a few books that I've put together. These are for the on-the-go person. I personally like to have a book that I like to just keep with me all the time, throw in my bag, write things down as I see them, and still have the opportunity and room in the book to decorate it as I see fit. So that's what I had in mind when I made these. So they're sort of embellished with some really kind of unique handmade pieces, and there also is a lot of space for writing. So as you can see, this is the collection. There's 4 of them that are 8 1/4 by 4 1/4, and then there are 2 B6 which are 5 by 7. One of these B6 is already spoken for. So these are the 2 B6 journals, and they are both 5 by 7. As you can see, the pattern of the fabric is the same on both of these. Well, different parts of the fabric, but same print. So those are those 2. And then I have 4 of the 8 1/4 by 4 1/4 books, and there are 2 that have this print, and then there are 2 that have this print. And I reverse these, so this one is the lighter, this one is the darker. The fronts are all mostly the same, and the only differences really are, as far as the front go, is this pattern here of sari silk, and the sari silk closure will obviously be different on each one. So let me explain these to you a bit. On the front covers, what I've done, I'll show you the B6 one first. I have left the little cover piece removable, so you can have, they are covered in fabric on the inside of the cover and the out. So this is what I have as the cover. So I wasn't sure if you wanted me to have this already attached to the cover, or if you prefer to have it kind of as like a removable cover to give you a different option. You can always put this in the book or somewhere else as a tag of its own. It's backed on fabric currently, but you can always put some paper back here and make it a little journaling card if that's what you wanted to do. Here it's just layered up with a lot of different fabrics and textures, and then I just decided to not use any digital kits in these books. The covers are all removable, but if you prefer to have it attached down permanently, I can do that before I ship it out to you. Otherwise, it'll come like this. So that is what the cover kind of looks like. Now I'll just flip through quickly because, like I said, they're all mostly the same on the inside. As far as papers go, I've just put in little scrap cutoffs, just tuck them on the top, and then they look like little tabs up at the top, as you can see. Everything is coffee stained here. Gardening book pages, I've done stamping in the book. They all will have one of these Tracie Fox tags, so obviously the 5 by 7s are a little bit shorter and wider than the ones for the other books, but they have like a tag like this, and I put coffee stained paper so you can write a little message on the front. And then here I've layered over with embossed paper. I don't know if you can see those leaves there. And then I have little stamped out tags that I've attached to these as well. So that's what the front of this tag looks like. And then in the back, I've done some stamping. There's a little fabric pocket here. And then I used my watercolor paper to do some watercoloring in the background. And then I used these really big pretty stencils that I had that kind of gave me like a Bohemian vibe, and I sprayed Tattered Angels through those. So they all have one of these super pretty little tag sets, I guess. There is a fabric pocket in each one of the books as well. Here I just had some cutoffs, so I just stitched together a booklet and stuck that in here. It's kind of floating. A little tuck spot here. Here I have made these. I saw a tutorial by Juni. I'll link it in the description box below, but she shows you how to make these like messy, scrappy little stacks that you can turn into embellishments or tuck spots, anything like that. So what I did was I made one of these little stacks out of like graphic 45, music paper, map paper, gardening paper, just things like that to kind of stick with the theme of this book. And then I've just wrapped some twine around it to make it appear like a little bundle. And they are altered paper clips. So They just slide right onto the page, and then you have a pretty little mess to hold your journaling card together. So you might have seen these on my Instagram. They were so fun to make. I was using all of my distress inks and crayons to make these, so super fun. They all have one of these Edith Holden faux envelopes just folded up so you can still read what's on the page. Vintage music paper. They all have, I think, 4 pages of this Sari silk sewn on, different colors of course. In the center here, a little pocket with another one of my journaling cards that you might have seen. Some book pages. There's another card that I made. They're so pretty. Some more Sari silk here. There's another little booklet with the cutoffs. I used fabric. The fabric in this book is mostly from Lynn at A Bit of Birdsong, and then I also got some from Nikki. I'll link them below in the description box. They all will have a little leaf on a garment pen, as you can see here. Super cute. They all will have flower paper that I have, and this is the paper that I explained to you before, where you can write a little note on it and plant it, and it will grow because there's seeds in here. And then they all have one of these super little pretty fabric envelopes that I've made, and it's just like a cloth envelope, I guess we'll say, because it's just made out of cloth, and then I've just stitched another one of those tag images that I have onto the front, and then here is the back, and then I will just put some goodies in here when they get shipped out to their new homes. And that just lays there in the back. There's my stamp, and as you can see, this is the gist of it, but it's got that pretty gold fabric on the inside, and then you have your fabric cover here. So the other thing that I wanted to say was, I'll flip through one of these here in just a second, because like I said, they're all mostly similar, but these are the 5x6, 5x7s are a little bit different than these. So let me just show you one more thing. For each of these books, I've made bookmarks, and in May, I had picked up a very, very beautiful, with the enabling help of Miss Kim, I was able to pick up a beautiful sari, like an Indian patchwork, and with that, it cut everything out of my soul to make these, but I have made a very beautiful bookmark for each of these books, and this is what they look like. So each one of these books will have one of these bookmarks in it, but I just wanted to show you how beautiful they are. So the shorter, smaller ones are obviously for the 5x7 books. And the way that I did these is I just cut around in that patchwork piece that I have, and then I have attached one of these pretty little feathers here. And then I've made boho beads for each one. So the boho bead is meant to stick out of the book so you can see where you're at according to your bookmark, and I'll show you that in a second. And then on the back, it's just layered book pages, and then I've used white paint and gold paint, metallic, to give it a little rustic look, and then you can also write here if you want to, but these are just precious. So let me just show ya. Say this is your book, and this bookmark goes in here. So you sit your bookmark in, close your book, and then you have the pretty little boho bead that's just like hanging out, and I love it so much. It's so cute. So that is basically what the 5x7 is going to look like, and I will show you one of the larger ones here. Other than like the bookmarks and just, you know, a few other little things, they're all super similar. So in the listings, I'll be sure to take pictures of the bookmarks if you have a preference, because that's really going to be like the main difference is whatever pattern you get on your bookmark. So there's those, and then these 4 will go in the larger sets. Just to show you how pretty. I almost killed my sewing machine because I was trying to stitch, but there's a lot of little beadwork here that was like getting caught up in my machine, and yeah, I had to stop. So what I did was on the rest of them, the ones that I couldn't finish sewing with the machine, I did a very rustic hand stitch, and you can see that here. So it's just like hand stitched around rather than being machine stitched. And then I'll just flip through one of these. Okay. So as you can see, it has that same gold fabric on the inside. There are scrappy cutoffs in this book as well. I've just stitched them onto the page in here. There's fabric tabs, sari silk, vintage music paper. This is, see the tags, the only difference is they're a little longer. There's the center. There's the little leaf. I just love these so much. They're so fun and easy to make. There's the Edith Holden. Tuck spot. There's your, I love these so much. There's my stamp, and that is it. So, and then, oh, let me show you what the bookmark looks like in here. So we put our bookmark in. And that's how it looks. Super cute. Freaking love it. I hope you have enjoyed this little collection. I love the look of a simplistic book because it gives you room for so much opportunity and creating it and making it unique and personal to yourself. So I hope you have loved it. I had so much fun making this, and that is going to wrap it up for me for now. Be sure to stay tuned because you never know what direction this odd flock of ours is heading into. And until next time, toodaloo.